But this is propaganda. No. You just took
it's one. It's not propaganda. It's the truth.
But you took one thing that happened. There's one little what y'all do with. And I'm saying you what people do is y'all take that one. They'll take that one little silly thing and they'll stretch that thing out and make it like every woman does that to scare you.
I literally just named 8 examples. No, I named 8 examples.
You gave an example.
I named 8 examples.
You sure he never
What's the 8 examples? What's the 8 examples?
I literally just talked about how they determine your elections. I talked about the dude with the DNA test. I talked about the Duke lacrosse team. I talked about the Supreme Court justice. I talked about how it is that they determine what's going on with the LGBT community. I gave several different examples of how women are then controlling what happens in your household without you even being in there.
Who controls the society though?
Women are controlling the society now because it's a matriarch. It's not a patriarch anymore.
Leading the society, men. So men need to step up and take accountability. And
women are definitely not controlling society.
But the men need to step up and be a man. Wait, who said it last week? Lucario, you said it last week. There's not a lot of men walking around.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Well, what I'm saying is that story about her putting the name on the random. I want to know how she knows that guy to put his name randomly on some birth certificate. That's what I want to know. I mean,
and you know what the funniest part about it is? They'll say believe all women immediately. We see dudes losing a job just from being in the same room with a woman, and they're guilty before proven innocent. We seen the whole Me Too movement. We see dudes that's getting attacked and literally being jailed and being freed every single day as a result of the Innocence Project. And y'all sitting here telling me that it don't matter.
But the thing is this, though. Sometimes, for example, like the example you gave an example of, like, let's say a whole football team ran a train on a girl and then she says false accusations, right? The problem is that team, usually those are guys who are losers that never got women before. So what happens is they never question, why is this woman even giving? She don't like you. Because she don't like you and she don't respect you, these are the type of women who are going to give those false accusations on you.
Because they don't even know what happened to the Duke lacrosse team, and then they speaking on something that didn't even happen.
But that's one example.
I'm using as an example where you hear this a lot, where guys who are not used to dealing with women get played by women because they don't know the situation that they're in, and then they're confused and they're like, well, why did this girl play me? Why did she do this? And that was because you might have been goofy or stupid enough to not realize, wait a second, I've never gotten women. Women never liked me, but all of a sudden I got money and I'm in a situation. Now this girl is here.
Got to do what you getting Me Too. How does that?
Yes, because if you know how to deal with women, you would understand what women to bring into your situation or what women to keep away.
That's so in corporate America, when you dealing with a woman and a woman can literally meet, this is crazy. I don't know.
It's not crazy. It's true. It's true.
Anton, you haven't even said it. The men of today, like the society.
This is insane. You can't even go into a room without having a witness with you to deal with a woman specifically in corporate America, because dudes don't want to put themselves in a position to get Me Too. And y'all sitting here telling me that we shouldn't hold women accountable?
More scaring guys propaganda. All y'all doing is scared. This is why they feminine, because y'all giving them feminine reasons to make blame.
Have y'all ever worked at the highest levels of corporate America? I'm just curious.
Yes.
But we have our own business as well.
Yeah,
but
1 billion. Yeah, I'm in it.
Yeah, but you're going around using propaganda to scare these men.
Not propaganda, is real.
It's real. Listen, bro, I've been blackmailed before by a woman.
Okay,
how were you blackmailed? What'd she do? What'd she say?
Yeah, let's tell her story.
Man.
Out of the billions of women,
would you keep it a band? Would you being a scumbag? Keep it a band.
No, I wouldn't. I really wouldn't. I don't even really want to speak on the situation. My wife might come down here. I ain't got no time for this.
You can't even speak on the situation.
Yeah, because
you can't speak as your wife gonna say something.
Because your wife.
Here we go. Not caring about the wife. Oh my God.
Straight monster.
Scared of his wife. Ooh,
pound your chest and open the door.
I gotta
like a man.
Get a permission slip, okay?
Listen, I don't need a permission slip. Hey, I get on all y'all.
We can take it.
Hey, this is what we do.
Take it there.
We call out sucker. That's
all right.
That's sucker.
Well, now hold yourself accountable. Saying women shouldn't be accountable is some sucker.
How?
Don't they grown?
That is facts.
You can't lead a woman. You can't lead a woman and get rid of a woman.
What?
You wait. As a man, you
do realize that leading a woman is holding her accountable.
Yeah.
You got to be accountable.
Well, how can you not hold a woman accountable if you literally have to lead her?
A woman only has to be accountable to you.
Thank you.
But that's holding a woman accountable.
Accountable, period.
The one you're with.
That's holding a woman accountable.
The one that you're with.
Yeah,
though.
so
You're
you
talking
what
about,
is holding a woman accountable?
No, you used an example earlier when you said, "Hey, I have a great life in my home. Everything."
It is, but you also have to understand that every woman that's with me,
those are not your women.
Yes, they are. Every woman that works for me, every woman that's with me when she's flying with me.
So when you're talking on the internet, you're talking about the internet.
Let's be clear. My wife, when Q is traveling with me, she is under my covering, and I hold her accountable, and she is very much expected to operate a specific type of way when she with me. Any woman that's under me, whether you work with me, whether you flying with me, or whether you operating with me, you don't move out of your purpose unless I say so. And so how can you sit there and tell me that the only woman that I can hold accountable is the one that I'm married to?
Is that true, Island Q?
No, so
that's Anton. You just proved our point. You just proved our point. You're responsible for those women under you, so therefore you're held accountable. You just proved our point.
So y'all niggas the problem. When women around y'all, no. When women around y'all, they can act up and do what they want to.
They don't run that.
Around us?
Yes.
What are we talking about?
Because you won't hold them accountable.
Ain't no woman. Look here, man. Ain't no woman who is influenced by me is going to be disrespectful.
Facts.
So you hold her accountable, right?
No. I don't look. The presence. Like, let me just say this. Women know who the over.
Exactly.
Women know. We don't give women credit. I don't know why we don't give women credit. Like these women have not dealt with a lot of men, and they know exactly what personalities you are, and they done met you before. See, but when they meet the one, they know how to act around the one.
No, they don't.
So, okay.
Yes, they do.
All right. Well, I guess you never felt the one.
Wait, Anton. Wait, with all due respect, Anton, you married your high school sweetheart, right? Am I correct?
That's correct.
Then you can't even. You have no say in this because you
have
never been outside of you.
Listen. For all intents and purposes, we say that, but we didn't date in high school, and we wasn't talking like that. So I say high school sweetheart just for the sake of conversation because we've known each other since high school, but we wasn't talking in high school. I didn't actually get in a relationship with her until after we was in college.
So you was out there. You was out there.
She wasn't. I was.
I speak for him. I was out there.
She wasn't. I was. And I told her back then, no, you gonna stay a virgin. And then when we linked up, she was still a virgin, and that was the end of the conversation.
Okay.
Man, what about? I don't want to get personal, man. So I'll just leave that one alone. You know what I mean? Because
he asked the question, I answered the question, and that's a fact.
That's a fact, Jack.
But we're talking about holding women accountable on the internet. So guys who were making videos talking about we got to
hold women accountable. We're not talking about holding women accountable on the internet. We talking about in general.
No, but that's what I'm saying. In general, if I get on the internet saying we need to hold women accountable, I'm talking to a general audience saying that y'all need to hold women accountable. But what I should really say is the men need to hold the women that are under them accountable, basically meaning that they need to be accountable to you. So therefore, it's still up to the man. That's all we're saying.
Yep.
Your sisters, your mama.
Not even, man.
I'm talking about in real
life. Hold your mamas accountable.
But even in real life, Anton, like these broads don't listen if you don't know them like that. Like, so if you have a rapport with them, if you're real friends, if you're really related to them, they're more likely to listen. But
people
if you
can do what they want to on the internet. I'm not talking about the internet. I'm talking about in real life, and every single example that I gave was as it relates to real life.